Every suite has a balcony, so if you like gardening, um, depending on what side of the building your balcony is on, I'm north facing, so I've had to look for shade plants.
Hi, I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Comfort Life. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading retirement communities and care providers to uncover insights to community lifestyle, care, culture, and leadership. This includes insights from residents, family members, and administration. This is the Comfort Life Insider Perspective.
I don't need any care. I'm independent. Occasionally, I have difficulty walking. My knee goes out, so I have meals brought to my suite. But so far, I'm able to look totally after myself. I think I appreciate most that the staff is so warm and friendly. Everybody here just seems to bend over backwards to assist in any way possible. When I first came in, there were not very many things going. So there was a craft group, and we've got knitters and crocheters. So far, that's almost the only craft as such. Painters don't come. We've started a book club, and we've got a really good library here, both fiction and nonfiction titles. Our activity director has brain games and physical games on specific days. We have someone coming in specifically for men, but not totally. We've got a pool table, and he teaches people how to play billiards and cards if they want to. We've got other card games are going on downstairs. On the weekends, we have Saturdays, there's usually a documentary, and Sundays, there's a film. There's a walking group right now. We've got the 39 Days of July going on, and it's accompanied down to the entertainment. We're right in downtown, so it's only a 2-block walk. So, and I think that's about it at the moment. I think every place is different. This is the only one that I looked at. And knowing, if I had known then what I know now, I think I would have investigated a little bit further as to activities and food. Food is very important. You can, if you're independent, you can go out for entertainment. If you still have your car, you can drive to theaters and go further afield, things like that. If you don't have a car, you are dependent upon whatever is supplied in-house. And when I moved in 3 years ago, food was a challenge, but we have since got a new cook, and it's really improved. So I think that my advice to anybody would be, if you're able, sit down for a meal, not just lunch, but dinner as well. And if you can, look at the menu, maybe for the week or for the month, however it's presented. We get 2 choices at lunch and 2 choices at supper. You can have either. Really good soups at lunch, So, and some places can cater to food problems, dietary problems, and some will not. I'm lactose intolerant, so a lot of the custards and things, they make me a little fruit cup or something like that. So I'm not left out. You're not frozen out around here. So if you're new, you're included. Everybody learns your name fairly quickly. And so you're included in conversations and at meals. You're encouraged to join activities so that you're not left alone. And I think that's the most important one.
Yeah, I would say so.
You're coming in new to a situation perhaps that you haven't seen. You might have been placed here. And so now you've got all these strangers around you. And if you're the least bit shy, you're not going to be the one that is approaching others. But there are people here who approach you and encourage you to participate. And even if you sit quietly and listen, at least you're in a group.
Yeah, you need that.
Yes.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to feel isolated in here.
That's
So
good.
yeah, and they allow cats. I've got a cat. There's a couple of dogs here and a few more cats. Since I made the move, well, I don't have the maintenance on my house. So that is a worry that's totally gone. I was feeling socially isolated where I was, so that is now totally gone. And the days that my knee goes out, I still have people around me, and I don't feel frightened that I can't access help. So yes, it has improved. Okay, downsize radically. You can't put a household of furniture into one of these apartments. And you'll be very disappointed if you try, really. You're probably not going to be cooking, so you don't need every utensil. We've got microwaves and a full-size fridge. And on the fourth floor, they've got stoves, so you can do cooking if you decide to do that. And check the food. I was having a very, very bad day. The day that I checked out, I came to inspect the suites, and I was served a very dried out egg salad sandwich, unfortunately. But I just wanted to get home and off my knee. So, but as I say, the kitchen has improved a lot in the 3 years that I've been here. And what else? Come with an open mind, because there's all kinds of people here. Every suite has a balcony, so if you like gardening, depending on what side of the building your balcony is on, I'm north facing, so I've had to look for shade plants. But the other two sides get some sun, so it depends on where your suite is. And yeah. Oh, well, I was in a mobile home park, and one of my neighbors came in, and on visiting her here, it wasn't much different in size than what she was leaving. And then I thought about it. And because my husband had died and I was now looking after everything, and especially with my knee, it was becoming a chore. And like I said, I was socially isolated and everything. So I thought about an apartment, and I thought about this place. This was actually the only place like this place in Duncan, and I didn't really want to go to Victoria or north to Nanaimo. So I talked to a few people and they thought that it was a good idea. And so I came in and got on the waiting list. So mine was easy, but others, we have one lady from the mainland who came over and she loves it here. So it depends on what you're leaving and what your expectations are too. Well, come for lunch or supper. Do your walk around and have a look at the available suites. I think those two things are probably the best advice. And then if you choose to move in here, downsize what you're leaving to come in here. Because as I say, house size furniture doesn't fit into small size apartment. I got help from friends. My good friend helped me stage my place. And she came and looked at this suite with me and took some measurements. And when we went back, she said, this'll go, that has to go. Get rid of this, keep that kind of thing. And so we did. That worked into the staging of the house very easily. And then I called the movers, but we moved a lot of the smaller items that we could in a pickup truck and stuff like that. So that part of it was very, very easy. I think the thought that kept running through my mind was, I'm really doing this. It was a whole next stage. I'm no longer on my own at my house. I'm here, basically in an apartment. And then you turn around and, oh, I don't have to make meals. And if I really want to, they would bring it up for me, which happened later that week because I did put my knee out, but no, it was fantastic. Everybody was extremely helpful, and yeah, we got her done, and yeah, I like this place.
For more information about this community, you can visit their profile at comfortlife.ca.